Russia is the most sanctioned country in the world. The criminals do not open one account in one bank. The fighting financial crime fundamentally means fighting crime. When we do our job properly, we do contribute to society.
So one part of fighting financial crime is anti-terrorist financing, and can you explain a little bit, how does that work?
Very complex matter, very high on my agenda, like everyone else, since 9/11. The difficulty of terrorist financing is that most of the time it's clean money. We've been talking for a while about dirty money, about illicit money, but terrorist financing happens also with clean money, money coming from legitimate business, right? So how you identify terrorist financing is very complex. So of course we have scenarios, we have a capacity to try to find out patterns. And of course we also unfortunately have to focus on charities. And of course you're thinking about charities, but why would you focus on charity? They're here to help. But several charities across the world have been penetrated by bad actors and used to actually provide finance to people you don't want to provide finance to, right? So you do also have a capacity to find out, if this customer who never withdraw cash, suddenly withdraw cash at the border with a country which is going through war or these sort of things, right? So it's complex because it's also financed by clean money, but it's something, of course, very high on the agenda of every single bank because that's something where we can make definitely a difference, but it's difficult.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly difficult, and actually something I think it isn't very well known.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's why it's difficult. Because it's already difficult to identify real illicit flow of money, but when it's clean money, it's challenging, right? And then you have, I have stories where if you suddenly look at this charity and they always buy the same pickup from Toyota to be sent to this country, and this is exactly the Toyota pickup on which you can put a heavy machine gun on the platform, right? So at some point you're thinking, come on guys, right? Are you sure you always want to buy? I have a few examples like this, but it's not easy to tackle, right? But the main difficulty is actually, what I've seen in my career, that you have these good clients, usually a small entities, right? And then effectively it gets penetrated by bad actors. Yeah. So actually you believe you know this client, except you missed the moment where this client sold his business, keep the same name, and then actually you have this, shell company was owned by the shell company. And I've seen this in my life, right? And then you go down and then you find out that it's actually back to an oligarch in Russia or some art dealers, etc., etc. So all these small businesses which are cash intensive usually have been penetrated by bad actors.